What's up, C Squad? This your boy, Mr. Coupon, is back with another short cooking video. Alright, so what we're going to be making today is some smothered pork chop. Alright, to be honest, this is my first or second time making smothered pork chop. So we are going to learn together and we're going to see how it come out, right? So these are the ingredients that we are going to need. Okay, we have the pork chops. I already washed them. Yes, I washed them. Despite what the CDC say, I am not trying to get salmonella. That's why we got bleach, Lysol, and everything else to rinse the sink out with hot water. So yes, I did rinse the meat off. Okay, under the water in the sink. I cleaned the sink out and I bleached it. All right. So we have that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 pieces. We have 6 pieces. Okay. Then this is what we're gonna need. Everything that we have here, we're gonna use for seasoning the meat as well as making the gravy. Okay. So we're gonna do homemade gravy. Okay, so we have an onion. We're not going to use the whole onion. We're going to use maybe a half an onion. Okay, we got a bell pepper. We may use the whole thing, just depending on how much we get from half of it. We're going to season the pork chop with parsley, paprika. You don't have to use what I'm using. Onion powder, garlic powder. And as y'all see, most of these seasonings came from Dollar General, of course. Pepper, a little bit of oil, not a whole lot. You're not gonna deep fry the pork chop. Basically what you're gonna do, you're gonna pour enough oil in the bottom of the pan to be able to fry the pork chop, to basically give it a little coating or whatever. We got the flour we're gonna use to coat the pork chop. We also gonna use flour to make our roux for the gravy. And okay, I think that's it. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna go ahead and season the pork chop, and then I'll be right back. All right, y'all. How could y'all let me forget my favorite seasoning of all? Complete seasoning. All right. So we are going to be using complete seasoning. I was seasoning the meat. This is it so far. I just put some on there. None of this has salt in it. It just pretty much is just herbs and spices. Nothing has salt in it. All right. So this, I'm going to go ahead and add this to it. I use this almost seasoning any meat. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Mix it up. Be right back. All right, y'all. I'm back. So these are the seasoned pork chop, okay? I wasn't ready to cook them right then and there when I did the first video. So what I went ahead and did, you don't have to. I went ahead and seasoned them and put them in the refrigerator for about maybe an hour. You don't have to do that. It's up to you. You know, if you want to season them and put them in the refrigerator for up to an hour, whatever, you can do that. But this is the seasoned pork chop. Okay, so the paprika gave it a little coloration to it. Okay, got that done. Like I said, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're good size. They boneless. Okay. All right, and what I went ahead and did, I chopped. Well, I used half of a medium-sized sweet onion. And then I use a whole medium to large bell pepper, just depending on how much you want to get from it. And it's going to cook down, okay? Trash. We don't use stuff that is on the counter, even though it's clean. So we got that done. We got our flour that we're going to use to flour the pork chop. We have our oil just enough to cover. We got the oil just enough to cover the bottom of the pan. It's not deep. You just want to have enough so when you put the pork chop in there, it's covering the bottom part of it. You just want to basically cook the pork chop to get Each side is kind of like a golden brown. You're not looking to cook it all the way through, because when you put it in the gravy, you're gonna let it continue to cook for about 30 to 45 minutes. So you don't have to cook it all the way through. You just want, I'll show y'all. So let me start the process. Let me turn the heat. Well, let me season the pork chop, because this stove gets hot quick. So give me 1 second. Let me do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and floured the pork chop. Y'all see it's flour. It's not heavily floured. You just want it floured so it makes a nice crust. I got the stove, I believe it's on medium. So we're gonna, I have me like kind of a little assembly line. I got the bowl. I'm gonna put the chops in. Got the chops here. Got the oil. So I'm gonna put it in, make sure, okay, it's good and hot. So we are gonna put one in. Like I say, you're not deep frying it, all right? Let me see how many I can put in. Okay. Let me find a small one. I think I could do 3, maybe 3. Okay, so I got 3. I might have put a tad bit too much oil. If I put too much in there, I turn some off. But you're not really trying to deep fry it. But like I said, it's my first time, so y'all gonna see the real results. If it come out ugly, y'all gonna see it. All right. Oh, so like I was telling y'all about I chopped the bell pepper, and when you chop the bell pepper, okay, this is the middle of it. It has seeds. If y'all the people to do like gardening and stuff, just scrape the seeds off, put it in a Ziploc bag, and you know when it's time to plant, like one of these, when it's time to plant, you already got you some seeds from the bell pepper, because that's pretty much is what it is. It's just the dried up seeds from the bell pepper. You can do that. I think that's what I'm gonna do with that. But let me let those cook. Once they're done, we'll be right back. All right, y'all. So they are done with the first process. Like I said, you coat it enough, just the bottom part. You don't want to deep flour it, just enough so that way it, gives it a golden crust. And you can see the parsley flakes. It gives it a little extra, if you know what I mean. You see it throughout. All right. So like I said, they cook probably at 3 minutes on each side, 2 to 3 minutes on each side. So the next step we are going to do, I'm going to take a little bit of oil out. I think it's too much. So I think I'm going to drain a little bit. Let me do that. Hold on. All right, y'all. So we put flour in. I took a little bit of oil out. So I'm gonna continue to stir this until it gets the coloration that I want. I'll be right back. Okay, so it's the color of like peanut butter. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is add some hot water and I'm gonna whisk it up so that way it I'll show y'all. Be right back. All right, y'all, so this is the consistency. It's still, remember, it's still gonna continue to cook, okay? So this is the gravy. You can make it a little bit darker, whatever way you would like. So you see it's a little runny or a little loose, but it's still stuck to the center, okay? So what I did, I put a good amount of water inside. I got it to that consistency. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and season it with the same seasonings that I used to season the pork chop. Be right back. All right, so I added the seasonings in there. I tasted it, seasoned well, okay? So next step we're going to do is add the vegetables, the bell pepper in there, bell pepper and onion. Remember, all of this is gonna cook together for about a good 30 to 45 minutes. So there, it's gonna add flavor to the gravy. And like I said, I didn't put too much salt because the meat is seasoned. That's gonna give it. Hold on, y'all. I'm filming by myself. So we're gonna put the pork chop in there. Okay. Layer it in there. Trust me. Okay. I'm hungry now. I am hungry now. So we just gonna make sure all of them get down up in there. Come on, get down up in there. Almost there. Come on. Boom. All right. So all the chops are down in there. Okay. So they're down in there. We're gonna put a lid on it. Put it on low. Let it cook for about, we're gonna say 45 minutes for now, and then we're gonna come back and see what it is. All right. Be right back. All right. Excuse me. All right. So this is done. I let it sit for a while. So the longer you let it sit, it'll thicken up some. But you know, it's warm. But you know, once it's done, it'll loosen up. I'm gonna plate it in a minute to show y'all. But this is what tonight's dinner is: smothered pork chops. Smothered pork chops with gravy. We got some sweet corn. And what we have here is, I took 3 russet potatoes and I boiled them to their like al dente, and I drained the water off. Stick a fork in it to make sure they're soft enough. Drain the water off, and then I put the potatoes in it, and then I use butter, little garlic powder, a little salt, parsley, and complete seasoning if you have it, and just mixed it up. And then you will have some garlic butter potatoes. Yeah. All right, so let me plate it up and I'll show you what it looked like. All right, y'all, so here it is. The meal is done. Let's see. Look at this. Turn it around. Look at that. Easy to cut through. Tender. Gravy. Gravy rice. It's so good. Like I said, if you want your gravy darker, you can. You want it thicker, thinner. It's up to you. Alright, let me get around and try this potato. Oh my God. Man. Alright. So like I said, this is my first time cooking smothered pork chop. Rice, gravy, all that. You follow these steps, I guarantee you're gonna be successful. Alright, again, like I said, this is my first time. You see everything the way that I did it. Alright, so make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. Peace.